Good morning. We are back after another international break. Welcome to Premier League Mornings. Tim Howard, Robbie Earle, Rebecca Lowe with you all weekend. We're going to start with that news over the week, which was the biggest story in town. Pep Guardiola getting another 2 years to add on to what he had left him for the rest of this season. Were you surprised when you heard it?
Well, no. Our Premier League insider, Rebecca Lowe, always tells us that Pep Guardiola waits till about November to handle his business, which was accurate. And I love the way he handles his business. There's no fuss about it. City, give a lot of credit to them as well as a club. They got this done. They got it over the line. I'm not surprised. I mean, I guess if there was a surprise, is there fatigue, which we saw with Jurgen Klopp? Will there be some sort of sanctions against the team? What happens with that fallout? I think it shows a lot of confidence from him to say, whatever happens, I'm all in, all in here. And that's kind of how he's been. He has this love affair with City that I don't think I saw at Barcelona. Of course, Barcelona is his team. I didn't see it at Bayern Munich. But Pep is king, and everyone bows down to him. The fans, the players, sometimes the board. But I think Pep needs City as much as City need Pep. And you see it in his emotions. I think this in his life has become everything. And it's a joy to watch for me. And I think from a player standpoint, it galvanizes the players. You
mentioned the sanctions. It's interesting. He said even if they were relegated, if they were punished so far down as the fifth tier of English football, he wouldn't go anywhere. He would still stay. I think also what's interesting, Robbie, I mentioned at the top, the 4 straight defeats. He kind of hinted that the poor form right now, he didn't want to leave the team in a bad position. But it's November. I wonder if they were 10 points clear right now, whether he would have renewed.
It was interesting. He said that the 4 defeats has come into his thinking. I think Tim makes a brilliant point in terms of the club being good for him and him being good for the club. If he sees this out, it'll be 11 years at Manchester City. It'll be 3 times as long as he was at Barcelona, and he'd love Barcelona. He's not the kind of manager who every 2 years is going to hop onto another club, kiss a badge and go there. It has to feel it. It has to come from his gut, and it does at this football club. It's great news for Manchester City. It's great news for the Premier League, Rebecca.
Is it? I don't think a lot of fans are very happy.
Well, a lot of fans, if you're maybe Arsenal, Liverpool, who want to win the title. But for the rest of it, for us, he challenges us, Rebecca. He's innovative. He brings different things. In the 2 years that he has left, he'll bring another addition, another tweak to English football that we'll look back on. The inverted fullbacks, the false number 9s. There's something he will do in that time. And he's been so good for English football. I'm so delighted we've got 2 more years. I think the 2 years is quite an interesting time as well. Not only does it give him time to possibly build another iteration of Manchester City. It's a slightly ageing team now, a lot of players around the 30 mark. I think we'll see some new blood come in. But I also think it gives the club time to think, in 2 years' time, we have to find the person who's going to replace Pep. It gives them 2 years to do that. Obviously, Chicky Bergstein is leaving the football club at the moment. They could ill afford to lose him and Pep at the same time.
Do you think it means Erling Haaland more likely to extend his deal?
Unsure about Erling Haaland, whether he stays on long term. There's reports out there that he could go abroad, and so that one, as a striker, I oftentimes think his bread is buttered there. He does well for the club, of course, but I could see him staying, but I would just as easily see him go. And to your point about the manager, I think that the great news is that they have Pep, but they're also now will plan over the next 2 years. Like their number one port of call will be get a new manager in.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And if you want even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.